Football Sunday is the best day of the week, so let's go. I'm going to make this Football Sunday even better by giving you 5 picks. If you shade my picks, you'll probably win some money. If you pick the games that I tell you to pick, you probably won't. As you know, if you listen to my podcast, which you obviously should, my picks are terrible. All right, but let's start it anyway. I'm also going to give you a couple of games to watch to make the Sunday fun day a little bit more exciting. So here we go. Let's start with the first game. The first game is going to be New Orleans against Atlanta. That is in Atlanta. Not that that matters these days. New Orleans is favored by 2.5. Taysom Hill looked pretty good. But Atlanta last week, they beat the 6-4 Las Vegas Raiders. And I think the Atlanta Falcons will actually win this week. They looked pretty good last week. I think they'll look better this week, and they'll actually ultimately win. Now those Raiders that they beat play the New York Jets. Now, if you remember last year, the Raiders were 6-4 also and got embarrassed, just like they did last week. Last year, they were embarrassed by the Jets. This week and this year, Las Vegas is favored by -7. I think the Jets might actually win this game. Again, I'm a huge Jets fan. I'm hoping to get the first overall pick in the draft, but I'm terrified that they won't get the first overall pick in the draft. So I'm going to take the Jets. I think they're going to make me sweat this week, and hopefully they won't win, but I think they'll definitely cover the 7-point spread. All right. Next game I'm going to is Jacksonville and Minnesota, the team the Jets are fighting with to get that first overall pick. Minnesota is favored by 10 points in this game. I think that's crazy. Jacksonville has played in many close games. I think Minnesota stinks, and so I'm going to take Jacksonville. I hope Jacksonville wins, gets their second win of the year. That'll make me really relax when I watch football because, again, I want the Jets to get the first overall pick. All right, next thing I want to talk about is Houston and Indianapolis. Now, if you listen to my podcast, again, listen to my podcast. It's really awesome, The Talk Show by Rami, Chef Rami. If you listen to my podcast, you know that I said that a couple weeks ago. I said that Houston can rattle off a couple wins. Why? Because they have Deshaun Watson. When you have a really good quarterback, you can do some cool things. So Deshaun Watson is a really good quarterback, and I think they can win a few games in a row. They have won 2 in a row. Now I think they're playing Indianapolis, who looked really bad. Phillip Rivers, at times, just doesn't really look good. They're bringing Jacoby Brissett to run goal line plays. If you don't trust your quarterback to run goal line plays, I know it's kind of cool what the Saints do with Taysom Hill, but Jacoby Brissett isn't Taysom Hill. So maybe they just don't trust Phillip Rivers so much. He's a little bit older. He doesn't look great. I think Houston could actually win this game. The line is Indianapolis -3. So I'm going to take Houston. I think it's going to be a close game. I'm going to keep riding my kind of pick, and maybe they'll lose, but who knows? I want to be right, so I'm going to pick that. Now, 2 games to look at for this week that are going to be really fun games. The first one is the LA Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. So in this game, I really think it's a matter of, there are a couple of teams here that have both shown flashes that could be really good. We know I love the LA Rams defense. I love it. Everyone loves Kyler Murray, but maybe he's hurt. So whoever wins this game will make a statement and be like, oh my God, this team's really good. Another game that I think could be a statement game is Tennessee and Cleveland. So it's my other game to watch for this week. Why do I think it's a statement game? Because I think for Tennessee, they're -4.5. They were -6.5 earlier in the year. Cleveland's an 8-3 team, and they're +6.5. It's crazy. So I think people really don't respect Cleveland so much. And I've said it before, I think Baker Mayfield stinks. So this is a game where Baker Mayfield can show we don't stink. We're really good. And Tennessee, at the same time, if they just come out here and look insane and their defense has looked terrible, if their defense can look really good in a week where they should look good against Baker Mayfield, I think it's a big opportunity to make a statement. So it's 2 statement games. Cleveland, Tennessee, one of those teams is going to make a statement. Arizona and LA, one of those teams is going to make a statement. And my last pick is on Monday, but not Monday night, Monday evening. It's Pittsburgh and Washington. Pittsburgh is -9.5. They look terrible against the Ravens backups. Washington will be playing for first place because I do think the Giants will lose to the Seahawks with Colt McCoy starting for the Giants. So I think Washington playing for first place against Pittsburgh, -9.5. I'll take the points. I don't know if Washington will win. I think Pittsburgh will be 12-0. They are getting a lot of, flack for having a really easy schedule, but I think they will improve to 12-0. And I think the 2 best teams in football will prove that they're the best teams in football. That is the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs will both blow out in their games. But those are big lines, so I didn't pick those games. The games I did pick, I picked the Jets over the Vegas Raiders, +7.5. I picked Atlanta to win outright against New Orleans. The line is +2.5 for Atlanta, but I think they'll actually win. I did pick Houston to beat Indianapolis, or at least not lose by more than 3 points. And I picked Jacksonville against Minnesota. They're -10 Minnesota. I think that's too big. And then I picked Washington to cover against Pittsburgh. Enjoy your football Sunday.